Everyone made promise.
I had one last dream whenever we bought this double wide and 2.5 acres that I didn't even touch with a 10-foot pole because I didn't think it was possible. But this is the story of how God gave me promise.
I'm at a super important appointment in regards to our dream project that we're working on. I got somebody I want y'all to meet. This is my friend Kat. Hey!
So I'm known all over the internet as content creator fearfully created, but sometimes I like to be the content consumer. So I like to just scroll on accounts that aren't tied to fearfully created. I like to do that because oftentimes when you're a content creator, people will approach you differently, and I like to just be seen as another person. So I was cross-stitching with this person because they did cross-stitching lives, and soon found out that they lived close to me, super close to me, and they were a Mustang trainer. Long story short, she had a horse being bullied, and I had a pasture that needed a pet. So we got together and I bought a Mustang from her.
She's allergic to flies. If anybody out of fly area ever wants to adopt her, that would be awesome.
Out of fly area? That's red now, right?
I don't know. Yes, she's a girl. She's my only girl. She also causes problems because of that. Because all the boys are like, hey, baby. Y'all want to meet the horses? Striker is going to be the attention hog here. He likes to push everybody out of the way. He is a Mustang. He tried to really not get tamed down when we first came. He was terrified and therefore lashed out and bit me and all kinds of fun stuff. Tried to hit me in the head. But yeah, this is my mean Mustang. Striker. Gold Strike if you want to go for a nice name. Rev's mother. She's my shy girl. She's just not sure. She almost went out to long-term holding, so she is tattooed on her booty as well. This is another Mustang. If you guys watched the Skeeter #1 video, he was the little black baby horse in that one. So he's a few years old now and starting to turn gray. That's Legion. Legion is my sister's horse. He's a quarter horse. So, you know, not that exciting. And then that old man out there that looks like he's about to have a baby is Gaucho. He was my cattle sorting horse and my trail buddy and all that. And he's just kind of retired and hanging out now. That's everybody on the property
Except for Skeeter, now known as Promise. This was our first training day together. I had seen him a couple of times before then, but this is our first training day.
And
Let me
step this way.
slip through the slip gate.
The side to
now
side.
Watch how easy it comes for this one, okay? It's a whole process, bro.
You gotta get the wide step. It's a wide.
I gotta get the wide something
in there.
This is what I was looking at online. She's explaining it to me.
Okay.
So this is a slip gate, okay? And I kept wondering why I saw all these really cool people online having slip gates.
Mm-hmm.
Well, apparently, walk through their cat. Oh my gosh. See, I would need a little bit of a wider one. It's really
That one's one of our
slip
yeah.
gate. There's my baby. Oh my gosh! Look, from this moment.
He's like, we ain't there yet, bro.
Has still been a little mad at me about the podcast thing, and I haven't really overworked to get rid of it because I decided the minute we decided we were going to do this, I was like, I'm not going to work with him too much. Mustangs are not wild horses. They're actually feral horses. And the distinction there is that at one point their ancestors were domestic horses. They've just been on their own for a long time. So their brains are still there to be like any other horse out there. They've just grown up doing their own thing.
So are they considered like, you know, feral cats? How they trap
kind of, except that there is also they've been wild out west for so long now. And there's also a big controversy about whether or not there's some genetic testing that's been done that there might actually be pockets of original to North America horses
Wow.
still coming through.
I bet you Skeeter's so high up on that.
Predominantly we blame the wild horses on the Spanish coming through way early explorer days and leaving behind horses. And then like a lot of them down in Nevada, the cavalry back in the day would just put like, let's throw a thoroughbred stallion out there, and in a few years we'll come along and collect some new cavalry horses. So it was like a wild breeding program for the cavalry at one point. Then you've got further up north, you might have some plow horse influence from where early settlers got plow horses that got loose and went and joined up with the wild horses.
So is the name Mustang, it's just like an umbrella for like a bunch of different things.
Yeah. Any North American wild horse.
You should explain that better than Google. No, I looked that up earlier. I did not get it like I just got it.
Same concept in Canada. They call them wild horses up there.
Like I looked it up.
And Australia, same thing again.
Feral.
They're horses that got loose and just started living on their own, and they call them brumbies in Australia.
Oh, yeah, I've heard that term.
Yeah.
So the equivalent would be like trying to train an actual like wolf dog versus a feral dog that's been in the junkyard sort of thing.
Yes.
Like,
Mm.
okay.
Yeah. Found this dog on the street. He's gonna love me in a minute. Versus this dog. That's a wolf. That's the difference in trying to train a Mustang, who just doesn't know and is terrified, versus trying to train a zebra.
Ah,
Feral
okay.
cat
Never
versus
quite
mountain lion.
gonna get there.
Right.
I've spent months preparing to bring Promise home, so this has been a long time coming, and it's why I've been a little MIA. I've been extremely busy trying to prepare and make sure everything's
You're asking
perfect.
how much I knew about horses, and it's very like limited. I knew a lot back in my teens because we showed horses and stuff like that. We didn't have any, but I was heavily involved in the stable that I worked with and stuff.
Yeah.
So like I know that much. It's been 20 years. I'm 34. I'm like pushing elderly. So
Yeah. No.
beginner level. Bruh, you're just a few years older than me.
I'm
though.
40. Well, the important thing that
feel
just
40.
happened there, though, is that you admitted that you used to know something about horses, but you're mature enough to understand that you know enough to know you don't know everything.
There you go. I like being taught.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I got a wild stallion when I'm 16, and it's because I had and then made all the mistakes. No, you can't tell me what to do because I've had horses before.
But you learned through experience, and now you're like
Yeah.
laying it on me, and I don't have to learn through like that experience. I have a Siri, and she's literally my Siri because it just takes a voice note, and I'm like, hey, what does this mean? Like, what does this mean? And then I get the full like pinpoints, bullet points, whole thing in voice chat and sometimes in text. And so I'm able to like sit there and I keep them on the iPhone and I listen to them, and I'm like, okay, there's going to come a point in my ownage of Skeeter that I'm going to need to listen to this again. I guarantee it. So this is the whole Google thing that y'all just got, like Google Cat thing you just got. That's my normal every day. I get that every day, and I ask for it. So that means we're starting like bottoms up. Bottoms up, bottoms up.
So he's obviously not terrified of us anymore. He's not going to be wild,
Not
but
like chicken spirit style.
he's now in the solid. Oh, you haven't made me do anything in almost 2 years. Like, all he's done is come up, get pets, get some treats, brush his hair out. So yeah, we're gonna.
I'm glad you didn't do nothing until I got here. That means I get to be a part of it.
Yeah. Well, we're
Kinda like
literally
your-
on camera gonna find out how much more work I have to do before you can have him.
Okay, cool, thanks.
That's what's
I found out Kat had always kind of wanted to get into content creating, so I revealed to her who I actually was, and she was like, what? And I was like, oh yeah. I was like, yeah, you're training me on a horse, I'm going to train you on YouTube. So I bought a horse from her, she trained me, and now we're getting her on the internet, baby.
So the lips, they'll purse their lips really tight. Like, some people do that too. They get really tense and they start gritting their teeth. Horses will do that when they're nervous. If their bottom lip starts like blubbering, that's a really good. Hey, bud. Hey. Let me see if I can. See, he's a little tense. Yeah. So he got himself out of a tense situation. You see how he's like chewing his stuff now?
Yeah.
So the minute he got out, he was like,
So it's like a deep breath release. Okay. So he was holding his breath the whole time I was petting him.
It is a horse version of, yeah. But he was letting you do it. So he's not like gone. He's just like,
He's hanging around.
this girl is like just petting me. I'm happy with her. But if she's about to make me do something, we're going to have a conversation.
It's more like I think it's interested like this girl is petting me and singing Shania Twain. What's up?
So she had a horse out in the pasture that was getting bullied, and I had a pasture only large enough for one horse. All of my pasture rotation, I'll show you guys that in an upcoming video that I've done. I have all of my acreage kind of pastured out. You can kind of see him here getting used to being out of the pasture and actually having to work and do something, and it's just here that she's refreshing him on things he'd already learned when she first started training him.
So all of that leading up to, again, repeating, that's not a Mustang wild horse thing. That's a lazy, I've been out doing my thing and getting treats and getting fat out on the pasture thing. Any horse that knows what a halter is doesn't want it after a while. They're not excited about work. Well, I mean, some horses are, but he's a lazy boy. He's happy with that, so he doesn't want the halter means work. He's a trained horse. The minute I have him, he's mine. I've got him. Yeah. Catching them.
So, okay.
And then he's caught. He knows it. We're done. He's trained. You just have to catch him in the first place.
Sophisticated, bro.
Was he playing
Totally
hard to
chill
get?
too.
Yeah.
That's a big one. Watch for that.
Okay.
That's for chill. You feel how, well, I don't know if you know what it feels like. Not tense, but that's really tense. We want to loosen it up.
Yeah, you gotta
Loosen it up.
Breathe. I'm actually flabbergasted.
There.
Yeah.
There it is.
Now you relax.
I'm just going to show you this knot over and over, really, because that's the gist of it. This is the part that confuses people. You put it in so that tightens it.
Okay.
Okay. If I were to put it in from this way, it would get,
Right.
I can show you that too.
Right, okay.
See, it's snaggy. So there will be a right and a wrong way.
She pulled me in on this day to teach me the basics because I had already had a few skills from my younger years, but I didn't have anything to where I was no horse whisperer. I was definitely no horse whisperer. So she pulled me in to train me on things that I would need to know on a daily basis in order to be a horse owner. And in the background, she was also talking me through areas in my land and literally helping me design areas in my land to benefit Skeeter and to benefit a horse, you know, doing a pasture paradise situation. I don't know if you guys really know what a pasture paradise situation is, but it's kind of like a grass rotation, a field rotation thing. When you have a limited amount of land, you can do a field rotation to preserve your grass, and it benefits both the horse and the pasture. And so I have almost 2.5 acres, so I went through my land and kind of broke up the pastures so that I could constantly be rotating on the land that I have. She even listened to me as I designed the dry lot, and I would go to her with things and I'd be like, is this good or is this bad? And she would either be like, yes, it's good, or no, it's bad. And if she said no, it's bad, we would talk over how I can modify it. And as I modified it, I kind of learned, and I let her teach me basically the skills I would need in order to really do this. And so I took it really seriously, and I went to her through everything. I used her as a filter whenever I was designing the dry lot and whenever I was breaking up the pastures and thinking of my own like DIY pasture paradise sort of thing around my land. I really used her as a filter to sift all of that through to make sure I was getting it right, because this is a pivotal moment in my life. It's a huge deal for me. You guys know I asked Jesus for a husband that would never leave me, yeah, a family, because I never thought I'd have kids. I told you guys this in the first episode of this series, a double wide on land, and a horse. And that is literally what I asked. I asked him for a purpose too, and for people that would listen to me, and I've got all of that. I got all of that between you guys, my family, and now Skeeter, aka Promise. So this was big. I was taking it seriously.
This is gonna hold nothing. We're just gonna pretend. This is the ring. You can do it on a board too. It's just harder to show somebody on a board.
These are what, 2x6s?
Yeah.
That's what mine should have looked like. I had to go back.
That's
and
the
take
naughty
2x4s
pole
to
for
buy
Mustangs.
the
And they're not
pokey.
behaving, and we have to teach them how to
Right.
stand.
Over, and you let that loop flop through, pull it through that, and then I grab the loose tail and go through that a couple of times. Some people will pull that last bit through. I don't, unless his horse I do, because he knows
It's like
this
crochet.
is how to untie it.
He'll walk himself off.
Okay, so if your horse is too smart, loop through, horse side, tail, whatever, blah. Okay, so this is a safety thing. If the barn catches on fire and everybody gotta get the heck out of there, you just grab this and start running, and the horse is gonna get loose and come with you. Okay?
Cool.
If they try to get away, they sit back.
It just
It's
makes it
going nowhere.
All right, so you take that right there, and then the horse one.
Uh-huh.
Is that the horse one?
Yep.
Great. And then I'm so impressed with myself.
That was
Oh
pretty,
my
yeah.
gosh, okay.
That's it. And like I said, if
And
he
then-
figures out to pull that and let himself loose all the time,
Okay,
You just-
so smart.
you just do that. It'll.
This. What, did I pull this one?
Mhm. Yeah.
Did you get that?
I got it all.
Recorded?
I got it all.
Wait, I want to do that one more time.
did it
Shay. I'm
right.
not like I
Yeah,
know what
do
I'm
it
doing.
again.
But I know what I'm doing. I used to show horses. I know what I'm doing.
You're gonna teach me how to do this.
You might want to get him back over. He lost his attention.
Oh, bro. Wait, I might need the
The
horse.
horse has wandered off.
Okay.
That right there. You don't want that to happen
Yeah.
in the wrong knot.
All right, we're doing this.
Good boy.
Come on. And then I'm bringing it through here. You see this?
Yep. I got it zoomed up on you.
Oh, yeah. Get that. Okay, scoot it in here just a little bit.
Steve's not cooperating.
See, this would be
You're a
perfect if
stalemate.
it wasn't for Skeeter. And then, right there. And then, yeah, I got
Magic
stuff to teach
cowgirl
you.
knot.
Oh, Martha's really slow right now.
See, she skips the horse sign part.
But I was just saying you can do it on a fence. Yeah, on a fence.
Yeah, but yours was just straight up crochet on a fence. Wait, do that again. Shane, come over here.
It's the
Okay.
same.
So,
loop it works
well,
on a fence.
horse side.
Nice showing off.
That's how it works. Yes, crochet on the, yes. Yeah, it does show better from that angle, doesn't
It
it?
looks like a crochet. It's
Yeah.
literally
Yeah.
crochet.
But he can't go anywhere. It's just going to tighten for him up to a certain point. And then
Boom.
release.
I spent a lot of time working on the dry lot, but it worked out in our favor because as I was working on the dry lot and making sure everything was prepared for him to come home to, she was working with him. It took me a while on the dry lot, but it gave her time to work with him and to refresh him on things like foot care. You know, farrier visits are super important. Halter and lead things, bath time, things that would really help me if he was super trained on them, really help me here as a beginner horse owner. So she was training both of us at the same time, but on totally different things, just to make sure we were prepared for one another. So it took me a while on the dry lot, but it really worked out in both of our favors because she had already done all this when she pulled him out of Nevada. I think that's where he was from, Nevada. But he needed a refresh because he had been out in the pasture for several years. She was able to focus on that though because I'm not going to be riding him. He's just a pasture pet.
You really have him. He's like halter and
And you're on the wrong side, so.
You're on this.
He could definitely be ridden, not by me, I'm over the weight limit, but he could definitely be ridden. I just don't want him to be. But with him having to be separated from the other horses because they were bullies to him, I just felt like I could give him so much attention. You know, we don't have all the land that Kat and Chad have, and we don't do all the farming things they do. So I have more time to give to one singular horse, especially a horse that doesn't do so well around other horses. I have the perfect amount of land for just one horse. So it worked out so well. God always works things out, man, always works things out so well, like without fail every time.
I'll give it a little back pressure so it does right.
There.
I gotta go home and practice on
Give
this.
us a what now face.
I don't know if he'll make it.
So silly.
He's like it. In a couple years.
Okay. I did not know if I was gonna get away with that.
I left this training session so confident. I was so confident that this was going to all work out. Not only because I had been praying about it. Y'all know I won't do anything without praying first. I always pray over everything. I don't care if I decide last minute I want lasagna instead of tacos. I'm going to pray about it. That's just how I am, who I am. So I left this training session confident, not only because I had been praying about this situation, but when I got hands-on with him, I saw the potential and I saw what this was going to look like. I was like, this is going to be good, not just for me, like for him, for Kat, for everybody. This is going to be good. And not only that, I'm going to be able to help somebody who's always really wanted to get into content creating. She's always wanted to get into content creating and do that, and she had tried a little bit here but didn't really know what to do. And so I was like, not only can I do that, but I can kind of lead this person over here and maybe help them like follow their dreams. I'm all about following dreams. Like, I want to push people to follow their dreams. There's not enough people on this platform. It's not a competition. Like, there's so many people whose stories are awesome, and I want to hear them, and I want everybody, like anybody who's thinking about content creating, to just jump right into it, because we want to hear it. I want to hear it. I want to watch your videos. I want to see it. I want to hear your story, and I can't do that unless you make the jump. So I encouraged her to make the jump because she's super knowledgeable. She's so smart. I mean, so smart. Her story is, from the little I know quite a bit of it, but the little I know, like, it's so good. It's so good, and I wanted people to hear that. I wanted people to see the work she puts into doing the things she loves. I want people to see the thought she really takes in her animals and the people she gives her animals to, how thorough she is when it comes to, handing over one of her animals. She's so thorough. She literally walked through my dry lot and just inspected every inch of it. And that's the kind of person she is. And that's the kind of person I want to watch. I want to get invested in, right? I'm really excited that she's doing this. Finally, it's time to bring him home. Did you see that? This is a beautiful picture. Oh my gosh, you and your Mustang you trained. Oh my gosh. You see here that we have the 5/8, I believe, gravel down. This isn't the gravel that is the top area of the dry lot. You have to have sort of screenings. It's very like fine powdery kind of gravel. You have to have those on top of this. This is just the layer that helps everything drain really good. So Skeeter, Promise, and the screenings arrived pretty much at the same time. So you'll see towards the end of the video, the screenings getting delivered too. And those are the layer that goes on top of this regular gravel. Manhandle it and be like, oh. This is public humiliation.
So my thing is, like, I actually use my hip like a mom.
Okay.
Oh yeah. Definitely. And having somebody up there to help push it towards is way better.
Oh my god, it's a large hunt.
Get it, girl.
Cat.
Yeah.
You look
No,
that
my
butt
butt
right now.
cheeks are so clenched. Walking like Patrick Starfish. Cat, no, you're leaving me. I almost died. I almost died. That was a legitimate workout. They should have those at Planet Fitness. 1 year from now, I'm gonna have the fattest booty and the smallest legs, and I'm gonna be a horse whisperer. Chad just had this in one hand and was swinging around like it weighed nothing, okay? I can't even get, first of all, my hand's too small to even. Oh, hold on. Oh. I can't do it in my hair.
Oh, so close.
Jesus, help me. Oh my gosh. It was literally sitting on the bottom one.
Now that one has really slack lines, so even I would probably struggle on this one a little bit. Yeah, because it's kind of slack.
Avengers. Okay, Fisher Price Farmer, Real Farmer. This is what I got, Horse Hall Edition. First thing I got, a rainbow tail tamer. Is this right? Is that good?
Oh, I totally would give this a 10 out of 10 because I love the colors.
Oh, really? Okay.
Well, there you go.
I mean, I feel like I could have got that at like Sally's Beauty Supply for
Yes.
humans. And I paid like, I don't know,
Yes.
almost $20.
Yeah, depending on which section of stores you're shopping in, for sure, they'll get you.
But 10 out of 10 for color, for presentation.
For presentation, absolutely. No, actually, I do have one of these. Just,
They're squiggly.
yeah, don't leave it out in the sun a bunch because there's actually, Chad was just using mine and all of the little, like, teeth are starting to fall out of it.
I call this a rake, but it's not a rake, it's a scraper.
I actually don't know what they're called. Brand thing. But yeah, oh, shedding blade, that's what they're called.
Shedding blade. And
Oh, yours is new.
Yours is not.
It's
bad.
like, woo, okay.
wait, what is?
So this, because they got
I
big old booties.
I did not know it did that. Okay, this is a situation. So I was trained on a rope halter, but I've seen and used these when I was younger with horses. So I got a rope halter that has a lead attached to it, and then I got a really pretty gold one that has a buckle.
Okay. Yeah, this is gonna stay attached. I wouldn't have bought this one. Hold it right here. Do you feel that
Ew, it
squishy?
feels like the Chinese finger trap.
Yes, I hate ropes like that. I
Okay,
hate
so
ropes
this
like that.
is what? What is that?
I would return that. Oh. No.
Yeah.
No.
He even said no.
Yeah, that's what I
Said
thought.
no.
Yeah.
This one looks good. It might be too big for him, so I would
It
try it
said
on.
like
It might.
900 or 800 to 1,000 pounds. Or
I
something
know,
like
but his head is so little, man.
that. What is that actually?
I say this is a keeper for sure. It's yeah, and it's pretty. I like
And
the
I only
color.
picked it because it was the color it is.
I love the color.
I feel like it matches this that you're not going to like.
Probably.
We're doing this right now, but she is actually in a future video going to go shopping with me. So I buy all the right things and not the pretty things.
Sometimes the pretty things.
Well, the goal is pretty.
All right, there we go.
Okay. You got a brush.
It looks like a car wash brush.
This is a very soft one. So this, it helps to have around, but all this is really going to do is like flick really loose, dry dust off.
So I'm basically giving him a massage.
That's like a
for it.
slicker brush.
Okay.
It's not bad. I don't even.
It's like a slicker brush.
I always have one of these, so if I really want to make a horse pretty, this is like that last thing that you do on your way out the door, kind
Okay.
of, you know.
Last thing I have is this. Is it worth it? Let me work it.
Yeah, this is actually what we used. Ah, look, it's the exact one that we used yesterday when we brushed his hair out.
That's just a big bottle.
So, yeah, absolutely. I love this stuff.
Okay, so I can't. Okay, that's good. Do you
Yeah,
use the mane and tail shampoo and conditioner?
Yeah.
Okay.
I
Is
use
there
them
a
for
difference
myself
between-
sometimes.
Is that how you get that hair?
Sister used to call me horsehair.
I'm obsessed with your hair. When it's down, it's so pretty.
Like I said, the screenings, I think that's what you call them. That's what they were called. Everybody calls them a bunch of different stuff. But they got delivered right after Skeeter got here. So I got to work on those. And you guys will see a more in-depth tour of the dry lot in the next video. We have more to do out here. Content is going to change a little bit. And I'll talk about that in the next video. But it's going to change a little bit for a little while until I can get some stuff figured out. We'll talk about it later. Thank y'all for hanging out with me. I hope y'all have a blessed morning, evening, night, whatever it is, wherever you're at. Know that I love you, but Jesus loves you so much more. Don't forget to go check out Kat's channel. It's really something I pushed her to do because I know she's so excited about it. So if you guys will go over there and show her some love, let her know that we here at Fearfully Created love her. I'll see you guys super soon, I promise.